Just chill. Relax, okay? First suspect in custody, second in pursuit.
National organizations continue to grapple with the human and legal. What is donkey process or donkeying? Definition. The term, donkey process, or donkeying, refers to illegal migration facilitated by human smugglers, who guide individuals across borders using various methods. The term is often used colloquially in regions like South Asia, the Middle East, and Africa to describe this activity. Comparison with coyotes. In Latin America, the term coyote is used to describe smugglers who transport people across borders, especially into the United States. How is the process done? Recruitment. Smugglers, often called facilitators or agents, advertise their services through word of mouth, social media, or local networks. They promise migrants a better life, job opportunities, or asylum in wealthier countries. Payment. Fees are negotiated up front or in installments. In some cases, migrants' families sell property or borrow money to pay the smugglers. Travel methods. By road, hidden in vehicles or trucks, through jungles or deserts, crossing dense forests, mountainous terrains, or deserts. By sea, using small, overcrowded boats to cross seas and oceans. By air, using fake documents to board international flights. Intermediate stops. Smugglers often move migrants through several transit countries before reaching the final destination. Where did donkey agents operate? Smuggling agents are prevalent in countries with high levels of poverty, unemployment, or conflict. Key regions include South Asia, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Middle East, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Africa, Nigeria, Somalia, Sudan, Libya, Latin America, Mexico, Honduras, El Salvador. Major cities where agents are active: Pakistan, Lahore, Gujranwala, India, Punjab region, Delhi, Mexico, Tijuana, Ciudad Juarez, Libya, Tripoli, Benghazi. Costs of the process. Costs vary based on the destination and method of travel. Here's an approximate breakdown in USD and local currencies. Risks and fatalities. Deaths. Since 1924, thousands have died during illegal border crossings. Estimates indicate over 50,000 deaths in the last 20 years, primarily in deserts, e.g., the US-Mexico border, or at sea, e.g., the Mediterranean. Common causes: starvation, dehydration, drowning, and violence. Percentage of success: around 60 to 70% reach their destination, while 20 to 30% are deported or killed. Routes and popular destinations. US-Mexico border. Migrants from Central America cross through dangerous terrain. Mediterranean Sea. Migrants from Africa and the Middle East attempt to reach Europe via Italy, Spain, or Greece. South Asia to Europe. Smugglers use routes through Turkey, Greece, and Eastern Europe. Libya to Italy, a major route for African migrants. Humanitarian concerns. Exploitation. Migrants are often extorted for additional money or subjected to physical abuse. Sexual violence. Women and girls are particularly vulnerable. Reports suggest thousands of cases of rape, especially in transit zones like Libya. Legal consequences. Arrests. Smugglers are frequently arrested, but exact numbers vary by region. In 2023 alone, thousands were detained in Europe and the US. Punishments. Convictions can lead to years in prison, though enforcement is inconsistent. Life after reaching the destination. Asylum applications. Migrants apply for refugee status or claim asylum. Work permits. Some work illegally. while others wait for regularization. Risks. Many live in constant fear of deportation or face poor working conditions. Historical context. The practice dates back to the early 20th century when borders became more regulated. Over the decades, major migration crises have fueled the smuggling industry. Famous cases and stories. Alan Kurdi, 2015. A 3-year-old Syrian boy who drowned during a Mediterranean crossing. His death brought global attention to the migrant crisis. Pakistani migrants. 2023. Dozens died when a fishing boat capsized near Greece. The San Antonio tragedy. 2022. 53 migrants died in an overheated truck near the US-Mexico border. Media and documentaries. Movies. Sin Nombre. 2009. Focuses on migrants crossing Mexico to reach the US. The Good Lie. 2014. Explores the journey of Sudanese refugees. Documentaries. Human Flow, by Ai Weiwei. Fire at Sea. 2016. About the European migrant crisis. Here are 2 detailed stories related to the donkey process. Illegal migration. Illustrating both failure and success. These stories are real-life examples of the risks and outcomes associated with human smuggling. Tragic story. The Pakistani family that perished en route to Europe. Background. The Batul family from Gujarat, Pakistan, sought to escape economic hardship and pursue a better future in Europe. Like many others in their village, they had heard tales of people who successfully reached Europe and built prosperous lives. Family members. Imran Batul. Father, 45 years old. Shazia Batul. Mother, 40 years old. 2 sons, Ali, 14, and Ahmed, 9. Imran sold his small piece of farmland to pay $12,000, approximately 3 million Pakistani rupees, to a local donkey agent, who promised to take the family to Italy via Turkey, Greece, and the Mediterranean. The journey. First leg. By air. The family flew from Lahore to Istanbul using fake visitor visas arranged by the agent. In Istanbul, they were handed over to another smuggler who promised to take them to Greece. Second leg. Overland to Greece. They were packed into a small van with 20 other migrants and transported to a remote area near the Turkish-Greek border. After walking through dense forests for several days, they reached a river they had to cross in a rubber boat. The Mediterranean crossing. From Greece, the family was transported to Libya, where they waited for weeks in a crowded, unhygienic camp. Finally, they were loaded onto an overcrowded boat with over 150 people. Smugglers assured them that the journey to Italy would take just 1 day. The tragedy. Midway through the journey, the boat capsized due to rough seas. Imran and his youngest son Ahmed drowned. Shazia and Ali were rescued by the Italian Coast Guard but were in critical condition. Shazia later died in a hospital, leaving Ali, a traumatized orphan, in the care of Italian authorities. Outcome. Ali was eventually repatriated to Pakistan, where he was taken in by relatives. The tragedy sparked outrage in their village, but the agent responsible faced no legal consequences, as he disappeared after taking their money. Successful story. The Afghan man who became a millionaire in the UK. Background. In 2002, Ahmed Khan, a 23-year-old Afghan man, fled his war-torn homeland after the US invasion. Ahmed dreamed of starting a new life in the United Kingdom. Motivation. Fleeing violence and lack of opportunities. Initial funds. Ahmed's family sold their livestock to pay $10,000, about 670,000 Afghanis, to a smuggler. The journey. First leg. Overland to Iran. Ahmed traveled by truck from Kabul to the Iran-Afghanistan border. He crossed into Iran on foot with a group of 15 migrants, guided by smugglers who used hidden trails. Second leg. Iran to Turkey. In Tehran, Ahmed stayed in a safe house before being smuggled into Turkey in the back of a refrigerated truck. Third leg. Turkey to the UK. After weeks of hiding in Istanbul, Ahmed boarded a cargo ship heading to Greece. From Greece, he traveled by truck to France. In Calais, he spent months in the jungle migrant camp before sneaking into the UK in the back of a lorry. Settlement in the UK. Ahmed applied for asylum upon arrival, citing persecution and war in Afghanistan. His application was approved, and he was granted refugee status, which allowed him to work and stay legally. Over the next few years, Ahmed worked tirelessly in low-paying jobs while learning English and saving money. Becoming wealthy, Ahmed eventually started his own logistics company, specializing in transporting goods between the UK and Europe. Today, he is a millionaire and a respected member of the Afghan British community in Birmingham. Ahmed is also a philanthropist, supporting refugees and funding schools in Afghanistan. Outcome: Ahmed is now a UK citizen, having acquired British nationality in 2010. He regularly speaks about his journey and advocates for safer migration routes to prevent the exploitation and deaths of migrants. Countries most lenient toward migrants. Here are 5 countries ranked by their history of granting asylum and accepting migrants, along with estimates of illegal migrants residing there. 1. United States. Asylum policies. The US has a history of providing asylum to individuals fleeing persecution. Despite recent restrictions, it remains a top destination for migrants. Estimated illegal migrants. Approximately 11.4 million. As of 2023. Key factors: economic opportunities and a large immigrant community. Leniency. Temporary protected status. TPS. For specific nationalities. Pathways to citizenship through asylum or family reunification. 2. Germany. Asylum policies. Germany is one of the largest recipients of asylum seekers in Europe, especially after the Syrian refugee crisis in 2015-2016. Estimated illegal migrants. Approximately 1.8 million. Key factors: a robust welfare system, strong legal protections for asylum seekers. Leniency. Germany provides housing, financial aid, and support to asylum seekers awaiting decisions. 3. Canada. Asylum policies. Known for its compassionate stance, Canada accepts a high number of refugees relative to its population size. Estimated illegal migrants. Approximately 500,000. Key factors: easy access through US-Canada land borders. Welcoming policies for skilled migrants. Leniency. Refugee claimants can access healthcare and work permits. 4. Sweden. Asylum policies. Sweden historically had one of the most open asylum systems in the world, especially during the Syrian crisis. Estimated illegal migrants. Approximately 400,000. Key factors: a small population but significant per capita refugee intake. Leniency. Offers generous welfare, housing, and educational opportunities for asylum seekers. 5. Australia. Asylum policies. While Australia has strict border controls, those who manage to enter and apply for asylum often receive favorable treatment. Estimated illegal migrants. Approximately 60,000. Key factors: economic stability and proximity to Asia-Pacific countries. Leniency. Refugees in Australia can eventually apply for permanent residency. Countries migrants most commonly leave. Here are the 5 most notorious or poorest countries where migrants often attempt illegal crossings. 1. Syria. Reason: ongoing war, persecution, and lack of basic amenities. Percentage of people arrested for trafficking: very low, approximately 5%. Key fact: Over 6.6 million Syrians have fled the country since 2011. 2. Afghanistan. Reason: Taliban rule, poverty, and insecurity. Percentage of people arrested for trafficking: less than 10%. Key fact: many Afghans use land routes via Pakistan or Iran to reach Europe. 3. Venezuela. Reason: economic collapse, hyperinflation, and political instability. Percentage of people arrested for trafficking: approximately 8%. Key fact: migrants travel through South and Central America to reach the US. 4. Eritrea. Reason: forced conscription and human rights abuses. Percentage of people arrested for trafficking: less than 7%. Key fact: migrants often travel through Libya to reach Europe. 5. Sudan. Reason: conflict in Darfur and economic instability. Percentage of people arrested for trafficking: approximately 6%. Key fact: a major transit country for smuggling routes to Libya and Europe. Famous routes and smuggling methods. By road routes: from Central America to the US via the Darien Gap. From the Middle East to Europe via Turkey, Greece, and the Balkans. Distance on foot: migrants walk hundreds of kilometers, such as from Sudan to Libya, approximately 1,000 kilometers. Tricky methods: hiding in trucks or cargo compartments, walking through remote desert or forested areas to evade detection. By sea routes: Libya to Italy via the Mediterranean, approximately 300 to 600 kilometers. Turkey to Greek islands like Lesbos, approximately 20 to 50 kilometers. Tricky methods: overcrowded dinghies or fishing boats. GPS and satellite phones provided by smugglers. By air routes: direct flights using forged documents, connecting flights through countries with weaker immigration controls. Tricky methods: smugglers bribe airport officials. Migrants may change appearances to match passport photos. Costs and categories. Cost breakdown: road, $3,000 to $5,000 USD. Sea, $5,000 to $10,000 USD. Air, $10,000 to $20,000 USD. Categories of migrants. A category: VIP. Higher cost, $15,000 to $30,000. Includes safer transport, air travel, better accommodation, frequent updates to families via smugglers. B category: lower cost, $3,000 to $10,000. Riskier travel methods: overcrowded boats, long walks, minimal updates or communication, support systems and day-to-day updates. Funding: families often pay smugglers in installments. Payments are released at specific checkpoints, e.g., reaching a country's border. Updates to families: migrants contact families via phones provided by smugglers. Smugglers may send proof of progress, photos or videos. Food and shelter: migrants often rely on smugglers for basic needs, though conditions are typically poor. VIP categories may stay in better accommodations, such as safe houses. This detailed overview offers insights into the harsh realities and mechanisms of illegal migration. Let me know if you'd like any section elaborated for your video content. Contrast the stories. Highlight the dangers and risks. The Batul family's tragedy versus the rare success stories. Ahmad's journey. Ethical considerations. Emphasize the exploitation migrants face and the lack of guarantees. Proof of outcomes. Provide data and visuals, such as images of migrant boats or camps, to substantiate your points. Illegal migration, facilitated by donkey agents or smugglers, remains a pressing global issue. While some achieve their dreams, many face exploitation, death, or deportation. Governments and international dimensions. of this phenomenon.